I really do try to keep up with the comments on this channel. I want to make sure that everyone feels seen, acknowledged. I respond when I feel that I need to, that I should, and if I have time to. So if you haven't received a response or a heart from me, please don't take it personally. Sometimes it happens that a bunch roll in at one time, and I do miss a few from time to time. But I did see some comments left on my video, Foodie Beauty, Stop Misleading Your Viewers. Muslim women can and do swim. We had Salah in the sea. We had Foodie Beauty saying Muslim women can't and don't swim. We had her looking extra thirsty, staring at this man. So, and this was one of the videos that I really said, enough is enough. We're not going to just propagate this like Muslim women stay like this and are just happy to put their feet in the sand when they are in their leisure time. There have been some new comments. Now, typically, when was this posted? 3 weeks ago, right? March 18th. Today's April 10th that I'm filming this. And usually once a video premieres or goes live, it's got some traction, I would say, like for the first week or so. After that, things just start to, people will trickle in and watch it from time to time, but you really get your first views in the first week or so. So I did receive some comments today, however, so that kind of jumped out at me because, it's 3 weeks ago. No one really has commented on this since. So we have a person here, and I believe this is Gad or God, I don't know. I believe that this is either Salah in a sock account. And again, a sock account, like a sock puppet. You put a sock puppet over your hand, and you make it talk. It's just disguising that it's you. You're really just another character temporarily. So that's what a sock account is. That may be the case here. Could be Salah. I kind of think, though, that it's like a friend of Salah's, or this is definitely an Arab for sure. And I'll show you why I know that. So this person is calling me out for not doing enough work at my full-time job. Okay, I'm serious, all right? So this was 3 hours ago. Do you have a life? ... Woman? Do you have a full-time job? Space ? I suggest you get one. And yes, you can't swim in public. Okay, so I'm like, oh, all right, well, who's this? There's always going to be a clown in the crowd, right? So Ms. Roddy 99, they're not a channel. They haven't uploaded anything, but they do have a bunch of music listed to their playlist. This is a Saudi Arabian artist. So I do believe that this is someone from the Gulf. They also, and it's like a lot of, there's like video game stuff. This is music, sneaker pimps. And I've never heard of sneaker pimps, but when I went to some of these videos, the comments were written by people whose first language was not English. Recap 2022. And it's just like a bunch of other music, Mr. Kitty, caskets, Massive Attack. This isn't my genre, so I really don't know what this is. I listened to a little bit. I wasn't, it's not for me. So, this is Russian. The Lovers, 9 Inch Nails. Oh, so someone is feeling romantic. Get Lucky, Daft Punk. Personal Jesus, Depeche Mode. Marilyn Manson. So, it's pretty diverse. I don't see any hip hop on here, but whatever, right? So, so this is the person who left the comments, okay? They've got nothing listed for channels. They've been on YouTube for 10 years. And that's it. That's all that's on here. So, for this, I just ignored it. Like, sometimes I'll see a comment, whether it's on this channel or on another one of my channels, And I just feel like either the person started typing before the video was finished, because I probably already answered their question later on in the video. And some people just, they think I'm like waiting for their questions and I'm going to answer it before they get to the end of the video. So sometimes I just leave them like, yeah, maybe they'll get their answer if they keep listening. Sometimes it's hard to know if they're even commenting on the right video because the comment doesn't correlate to anything in the video at all. That happens. And something like this, do you have a life, woman? Do you have a full-time job? Okay. Just going with this comment, right? Let's say, I am a living person, yes. Whether I have a full-time job, whether I have a part-time job, or whether I work at all has no bearing whatsoever on the content of this video. None. None whatsoever. So I don't really know what they were getting at there. And then I've got, it's only lifeless women like you keep stalking her and making hateful content out of her own videos. Stop your obsession, dear psychopath. I don't think I've ever been called a psychopath on YouTube yet. So thank you. It's my first time. I'm honored. So I do have life in my body. I am alive. This is far from stalking, sir. I don't know if hey, freedom of speech, being able to speak your mind, it is not recognized throughout the world. So this may seem like, oh, this is punishable by law, what I'm saying about Chantal. It's not. It's not. In my country and in her country, it's not. So, and according to YouTube's policies, it's not. So that doesn't make me a psychopath by offering fair critique and commentary on her behavior. That's not a psychopath. Keep doing this amount of work in your full-time job. Well, I thought you said you don't know if I have a job or not. You don't know if I have a job. You suggest I get a job, but then you tell me to do this amount of work in my full-time job. So let me tell you, if this is Salah, if this is you, if this is one of your buddies, right? Chantal is not the typical Westerner woman, okay? Many of us work full-time, 40 hours or more, raise children, maintain a household, have pets, have a second job, and perhaps maybe even have a YouTube channel that we do for a hobby and to express ourselves creatively, and to have an outlet when calling out bad behavior of people such as Chantal. In the Western world, I would say, at least where I'm from, the United States of America, that is more likely than me not having a job whatsoever, sitting around in a very small apartment until my man decides to come let me out, and just harassing people online. I understand that that is your depiction of a Westerner based on your experience with Chantal. That is not the case for the rest of us, I can assure you. Maybe it's better I do this amount of work in my full-time job. It's better, don't you think? And that would also imply that you feel that I've put in a lot of time and effort into this video. And I would say, I mean, videos that I create, that I edit, it does take a couple of hours for sure. Some take longer. But the amount of work that I put into something that I care about, because I do have a work ethic and personal pride, I want whatever I'm putting out into the world to be the best that I can do at the time. This didn't take me a week to make, okay? My full-time job. You don't know if I have a job. Now I should put more work into my full-time job. I don't want to compare professions or salaries of anything of the sort. There's no need to. I don't know what you do and you don't know what I do. So there's no real need to go there. But you have no idea the kind of work that I put into most things in my life. Lifeless woman. Just so you know, I used to be an English teacher, by the way. Just so you know, lifeless means dead. Lifeless means dead. Like lifeless body means dead. Lifeless woman is a dead woman. My heart is beating. My blood is pumping. I have a good respiration rate. I'm not sitting here panting, and I'm fully, very much so alive. And a dead woman couldn't make a video like this, by the way. So I replied to mind his business. Mind your own business. And Ramadan Kareem. You know, like, why are you leaving these comments not only to a woman that you don't know, but also during the holy month of Ramadan? Now, whether you're Salah or a friend of Salah, I know that it's one or the other. It's definitely not anybody else. You know, that's a bad reflection on not only on Salah, if you are a friend of Salah's, but it's a bad reflection on Chantal as well, that the only people that she knows in Kuwait are people who would come to a video and discuss a woman's work and what a woman does with her day. A woman, by the way, that you're not related to and that you don't have permission to speak about. And to call me lifeless, as in dead. I'm not impressed. Chantal, I'm not impressed with your friends here at all. Gad, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This is not a name I know, if it is a name. I would suggest watching a few more of my videos and take note of how I offer criticism and take note of how I offer commentary. There is a way to do it constructively, to get your opinion across, to tell me what's on your mind without insults or speculation on my private life. That's kind of creepy, don't you think? Chantal puts out her entire personal life for the entire world to see. I don't do that. So you thinking about my personal life is creepy. And it's the holy month of Ramadan. Get a grip. Get a grip. Really. So this person calls me a stalker, get a job, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, that's it. So nice friends, Chantal. Nice friends.